Hello, everyone, and welcome to In Our Community. Today, we're talking about meditation, various forms of meditation, with an emphasis on Zen meditation, which is the kind that I have done for the last 25 years. So, I just want to stop here in the beginning and say hi to you. I want to thank you for watching the show. I want to thank KMVT. I'm not doing as well today as I was other days, but I still want to share this material with you. I wrote a book length manuscript a while back, quite a few years ago, 15 years ago, called Meditations on Being Human. And then about 10 years ago, I took an excerpt out of it of about 50 pages. And that's what we're studying today. So what I will do, and this is show number 5 of 15. What I will do is read a little bit from the manuscript and then discuss, talk about what is being said. And I'm going to set our timer. You're going to see me move my head like this because I am reading from a larger screen. So let me do that. I'm going to get over here to okay, this is my manuscript, Meditations on Being Human. Okay. Okay, one of the topics we're going to talk about today is attentiveness, paying attention, learning more about attentiveness and becoming more attentive. Okay. Notice, this says here, each of us has an experience of things that work well for us. We discover little things that help us get things done. I'm trying to think of an example from my own life. I don't think of one right now. But there we find out that doing things a certain way helps us get things done. One of mine is coffee in the morning, helps me get things done. So just notice what helps you, what works for you. That's important. And lean toward doing what works for you. It seems like common sense, but it goes deeper than that, because if you reside in the things that work for you, your life will be smoother. Now there is a thing that I do, which is when I see something new that I don't know about, I like to find out about it. That's what works for me. So like if somebody comes up with a new thing, I like to find out about it at least a little bit. Okay. And now it says, may I share one of those from my own life with you? Okay, I have a different point of view, a different slant on the worthwhileness of meditation. How worthwhile is meditation? And that's the thing we're going to be talking about the most today is meditation. So far in my life, meditation has proved to be very valuable. Am I saying it'll be valuable in your life? Not necessarily. Do I think it will be? Yes, I do, but that's my opinion. It's not a fact. It's it depends on you, and it depends on what happens in my life. Sometimes, at least, when I meditate, some of the circumstances just plain clear up. This is my own experience of my own meditation. When I meditate, and I do it rather consistently, my life seems to run more smoothly. Am I saying that will happen for you? No, I'm not saying that. Some of my problems just dry up and go away. When I can get myself to stop and meditate, some of the problems clear up. I don't just mean that I feel more calm, and then out of feeling more calm, I can deal with problems more effectively. I mean, the problems, some of them just disappear. Okay. So that's what's true for me. And I think, my belief is that it can be true for you. But am I predicting that it will be? No, I'm not predicting that. learning more about attentiveness and becoming more attentive. Any moment can be a special moment, a defining moment. The question is, how am I? In other words, when a potentially defining moment comes, are we, you or I, going to be able to take advantage of it? Will we even recognize it? Now, this is really something that I feel strongly about. We're going to go back over this too. I feel strongly about, I feel like in my own life, there are times when I've had some advantageous moment happen and I didn't even recognize it. Let's go back over this a minute. I want to see this again. Any moment can be a special moment, a defining moment, any moment. But I'm talking about for the beginning, from the beginning, let's talk about the ones that, stand out obviously. Any moment can be a defining moment, but let's look at the ones that stand out obviously. Let's say your boss is going to give you a raise and he wants to, or let's say something different. Let's say your boss wants to promote you with no raise in pay and you're undecided about whether to take on the extra responsibility with no extra pay. So, it's a hard choice. You're going to have more responsibility. It probably means more visibility in your field and in your company, but you're not getting paid more. So is it worth it? Any moment can be a special moment, a defining moment. The question is, how am I? In other words, when a potentially defining moment comes, are we going to be able to take advantage of it? Are we going to recognize it, first of all? I'm doing some editing here. Are we going to be able to take advantage of it? Will we even recognize it? And I submit that we all miss very big opportunities that are right in front of our face that we don't see. And am I saying meditation will help with that? That's my thought. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that it'll be true for you. I keep saying that, but I just want you to know that I'm just a guy teaching something. It probably isn't even Zen what I'm teaching. It's just stuff. Becoming more attentive. When I am irritated, perhaps things are not going the way I want them to, I cannot slow down enough to relax in the moment. The only thing to do is be irritated. Be irritated. But here's the thing I want you to do, or want all of us to do, is change your relationship to the irritation. Let the irritation be out there like as something you're looking at, something a little bit distant from you. That it's still yours, you still own it, but you're not grappling with it. You're not inside of it. You're not letting it disturb you. You're just going, oh, that's interesting. I'm irritated. Okay, that's interesting. Kind of that type of attitude. You are going to be irritated for exactly as long as you are, regardless of what I tell you. You might as well enjoy the irritation. During the irritation is the time to work on it. Work on just be a person. You've got this irritation out here. It's like a shiny ball that's off in the distance a little bit, and you're changing. So you're just looking at it. You're going, oh, that's interesting. Okay. In fact, this is the time to experience the irritation and exactly how you do irritation. How do you experience irritation? Okay, getting familiar. Now we're using irritation as an example of when to work on your being, when to work on being a more calm person. When you're irritated, Usually you're really inside of the irritation. It's disrupting your life. It's disrupting your thoughts. It's disrupting your emotions. And I'm saying to be a more calm person, I know I'm wringing my hands, uh, to be a more calm person, just when you get irritated, just be irritated and have it be like a shiny ball off in the distance rather than something inside of you grappling and destroying you and irritating you and uh, disrupting you. You don't want it disrupting you. You just look at it as something outside. Getting familiar with irritation will give you clues into it, into the irritation. Eventually, you might be able to see the beginning or end of when the irritation happens. So you might be able to go, oh, that's interesting. I'm starting to be irritated. Or, oh, that's interesting. The irritation finally went away. You can also stimulate your irritation under safe circumstances to see how you operate. I would suggest if you're going to simulate irritation, you might do it with a friend or even a therapist just to have somebody there. I would feel better if we did it that way. I do it that way. What brings irritation for you? What takes you back out of irritation? You need to know that. And it's true for anything, whether it's some other thing or not. Okay, now we're going to talk about something different. I'm going to take a sip of my soda pop, my unnamed soda pop. Whenever I do public speaking, I like to have soda pop to clear my throat. We're talking about visualization. Visualization now, for example, in basketball, they found out, this is like 20 years ago, that having the players visualize making the shot and doing that very consistently helps them actually make the shot properly. And it's true in a lot of other fields. Visualization is being used very heavily to help people accomplish what they want to accomplish. Visualization is a lot like running a movie in your head. Well, it is actually running a movie in your head, in my opinion. It is well documented that certain kinds of visualization can increase performance, increase stress, and a host of other things. When you combine visualization with meditation, you are empowering yourself to make the visualization effective. That is to say, you can get it, you can grok it, you can understand it, it becomes part of you. Now, there is something called guided meditation, and it's very good, and a lot of teachers do a good job. You can go on a place like YouTube and type guided meditation. You'll find all kinds of different teachers that do it. But I'm saying do kind of a guided meditation of your own where the visualization is something you want to accomplish. Like, I want to get a promotion at work. I want to show my spouse that I'm more tender, not so argumentative. I want to spend more time with the grandkids, whatever it is. So you are empowering yourself to make the visualization effective. That is to say, you can get it. It goes inside of you so that it becomes part of you so that you actually do the thing you want to do, whether it's performance or getting something done or. Okay, now I'm going to say something about meditation next. It's going to be the same thing I said in a couple of other shows. This is show number 5 out of 15. At least I think there's going to be 15. That's my estimate. Okay, meditation. There are many forms of meditation: TM, yoga, Zen, and many others. First of all, ask yourself if meditation is or is not something you want to do. That's your choice. Don't just do it because I suggest it. I've got to put a capital D here. I said I'm editing this thing as we go. Don't just do it because I suggested it. Go out and explore what kind of meditation is available in your community. And after you explore it, test it a little bit and see if it's something you like or don't like. I can make suggestions, and it is best if you go investigate for yourself. Many things would help you concentrate better that may not be meditation. We talked last time about being more passionate about your favorite hobby, your favorite thing to do as a way to deepen your relationship to it. Many things would help you concentrate better that may not be meditation. Use these if they are better for you. Anything from biofeedback to Sufi dancing. I'm not joking here. Anything from biofeedback to Sufi dancing might be just the thing for you. The point is to do something that helps you concentrate and relax. Let me repeat that. Concentrate and relax. They seem like counterintuitive things, but if you relax, your concentration can increase. Learn to relax into the concentration of the activity. And that's why I'm making such a big deal out of this. Let's say you're passionate about painting. So you start your painting, you do it at a certain level. Now I'm suggesting you increase your interest, your study, your physical act of painting, your learning about painting. Increase that and relax into the new concentration. And it will give you some joy, I think, in my opinion. Everything's my opinion that we're saying here. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about, we're doing a lot of stuff today. I didn't know that. I'm just reading from the manuscript and then commenting on it. This is about silence. Silence is a very wonderful healing tool, both by itself and when combined with other tools. Okay, now here's one of the other tools, eye contact. In my courses, for example, we sometimes do this exercise in which two people sit facing each other and they are silent. The chairs are they're facing each other, they're looking into each other's eyes. Also, they have deep eye contact. This exercise has proved to be so powerful that I have had to take special care not to use it very often. So I don't recommend you do this at home. It's a little bit too powerful. I recommend you do it maybe with a therapist. I'm just trying to be careful here. Do it with a therapist. Talk to your therapist first. Have a therapist in the first place. Having a therapist has helped me accomplish so much stuff. I'm serious. This exercise has proved to be so powerful that I've had to take special care not to use it very often and to monitor when it is being used very closely. My experience, especially in coaching people, is that silence and deep eye contact together can be instantly and deeply transforming. Like I'm saying, do it with a therapist. Silence is a big, unused tool for healing. Silence combined with other things, other actions, other doing and being and experience. Let's go over that again. Silence combined with other things, such as other actions, other doing and being, can be a healer. And I think this is really true. It's been my experience in life. It's certainly worth a try if there's things you want to heal from. I gave the example almost in every show when my wife passed away in 1995. For the next year, I was pretty worthless and I just sat in a chair and did nothing. And that silence was healing enough that within 12 months or so, I could start doing things again. Okay, now we're going to talk about another topic, what bugs you. And we have about 5 or 6 minutes left in our show. I always like to say that because I like to remind myself not to go over too much. What bugs you? What bugs you a lot? What is a recurring thing in your life that bugs you a lot? Okay, and that's all it says there. So I guess we're going to just say, look at things that bug you a lot. When something that you bugs you, like a pet peeve, reactivates you a lot, look at that moment. Keep that thing that bugs you in the distance in your mind as like a colored ball twirling in the distance rather than something that grabs you and churns you over and upsets you. Okay, you can have that thing um, that bugs you and just let it be in the distance. I repeat myself on purpose, by the way. And I gotta make sure my timer is working. I have a timer here. Okay, the value of goodwill. In tonight's talk, I have an agenda. Okay, this sounds like a long thing, so I don't know if we're going to get through it all. We have 4 minutes. That might help us. In tonight's talk, I have an agenda. I want to help you adopt my point of view. I don't know if I should have said it that way, but I do want to share my point of view with you, and it's up to you to decide whether it's something you want to accept or experiment with. This is not one of those evenings in which I think this must have been a speech I gave at Toastmasters. It sounds like a speech. In tonight's talk, I have an agenda. I want you to adopt my point of view. This is not one of those evenings in which I'm looking to help you discover where you are for yourself. That's interesting. That sounds counterintuitive. Instead, I want you to see that it is just plain smart, wise, intelligent to choose kindness toward others. Okay, here are some reasons that I feel this way. So we're talking about kindness. Being kind is more efficient. It raises less negative drama about any situation, and it gives other people less stuff, less drama and material to build a drama of their own. Especially, I want to say that when someone is not nice to you, try being nice back. It's going to nurture you better. If at all possible, I mean, obviously there are limits. If somebody's physically attacking you, you need to fight back. But I'm saying if someone's irritating you in a conversation or somebody at work is a blabbermouth, try to be kind. Don't be stupid, but be kind to them. And I think it will help. Okay, being kind gives them less material to go around and gossip about and be upset about and churn and drama about. Being kind will deepen other people's feelings and thoughts. People, smart, not everybody, but smart people. We got like 1 minute left, so I got to stop. Okay, the next show, I'm going to start with this because this is a big topic, I think, that has to be repeated. So tune in for the next show, and I will start from scratch on this topic, this part of the topic. Okay, I have to go now. My name is Marc Isaac Potter. I really like you guys, and I appreciate you listening. I love other people. I love you guys a lot, and I hope this stuff is helpful.